and so that they can stay in play. Because Sammy, you know, she's so creative and so smart, and she will be trying to certainly draw some penalties to allow them some free shots at goals.
As we can see the players taking the court for this first quarter of this round 16 clash. We are underway. There has been a change on court to the Rovers since they were inputted last night. Rebecca Krelcham is in at wing attack for the Rovers.
And off the line quick for that first centre pass.
Nice opening through the baseline. Krelcham puts the Rovers on the board here, thanks to Blacklock's Lavington.
And House just forced to go back to the line and reset. Dolan in that front holding position. St John searching, and eventually opts to go over the top to Stewart, who took a good ball but wasn't able to finish it off.
Both Rovers players sitting in front defensively there, able to get the rebound.
And I think for Donovan, she will have to be prepared to mix up what she's doing and where she's holding. Lily Palmer, you know, is really athletic when she's on the court, and she will certainly back herself against Taylor, and she will do well to come around the body. So I think Taylor's going to have to be prepared to change that when she needs to.
As the Raiders just stepping the ball up to the line.
A big outlet ball from Blaney House to St John's. They've got down the other end really quickly there, Raiders.
Well, it looked like Stuart was having a shot there from
it was
outside the ring.
High ball, wasn't it?
As the Raiders make the leveller. It's 1 goal apiece. Nice second phase drive there from McCarthy.
So Krelcham with the penalty. Great footwork there from Pasquale to get around Mooney and open herself up there, and she finishes off. She takes the Rovers to 2, leading the Raiders 1.
Shayla House with the centre pass receive. St John. Defensive pressure from the Rovers, just holding up the Raiders, but they're happy to play it around.
Yeah, it did, because the Raiders had a couple of really quick passes there, and then were just halted in that. So Krelcham and McCarthy again, just prepared to pass it around, and dangerous one to the pocket to McCarthy.
She did well not to drop her heel over the line.
She did. Mooney had a fly at it, as we see Sammy Krelcham work the ball to within her shooting range, and she nails it. Rovers to 3, leading the Raiders 2.
Just over 3 minutes gone on the NZ Albury time clock. Ball's released quickly.
Forced an error, so Rovers with the baseline throw-in.
Nice setup from Judd. The timing of that outlet ball is going to be so important because we know the damage the Raiders can do defensively all over the court.
Tip from House. Great timing from the Rovers on that passage of play there.
And I like when McCarthy cut through and found that centre channel.
Yep. Just holding, sitting out, and then driving into that space they're needing to. Not all going at once. So we see the big swing from Sammy Krelcham to Sister Beck, and then smart little bounce pass back to Sammy Krelcham. She nails the shot. 4 goals, plays 2, and Rovers centre to come. So Rovers quick out of the blocks.
Very much so. We actually saw that the other week against the Bulldogs. They were in touch. It was a bit of shooting accuracy that probably cost them earlier on in the game. Just couldn't quite eat into that deficit. But they are on fire to start with. 5 goals to 2 on the Blackhawks Lavington scoreboard. Stewart
out, and then a great drive back into the back space open herself up. She takes the Raiders to 3.
Good use of the reset in Judd.
And well held by Judd there too. Didn't release the first option. Saw the defender coming through. Smart. Just waited as Krelsham finishes off with a lovely goal. 6 goals, plays 3, away the Rovers.
In her 201st game today. Lovely weighted pass from Stewart to Donlan. McCarthy's doing really well to wear the pressure of not 1 but 2 defenders on circle edge, but it's giving Beck Krelsham the ability to have a little bit more space.
And she can be really crafty, so it can be dangerous. As we see Judd get tipped to it and Palmer mops up. So Rovers turn the ball over again. Look to go through Palmer. Just finding it hard to find some space here. Raiders taking up the space and tagging the players.
And a great reset again from Judd. She timed the call on that well as well. Mackenzie House finding a hand. Beautiful shot by Sammy Krelsham. Takes the Rovers to 8, leading the Raiders 4, on the Blackhawks Lavington scoreboard.
Umpire just setting the penalty. Abby Malpass. Hart McCarthy resets to the line, and Krelsham with a great drive to the centre, but couldn't get it past the long legs of Mooney there. Oh, and Stewart.
Oh, she did well to keep it in. That's an untimely error from Stewart. It's the pressure of Palmer.
And a great transition there from Rovers. Really quick and seamless. Not able to sink the goal, and Mooney, I think it was, with the smart tap out to the circle edge to a teammate. Donlan out of the circle on the move. And St John, great fake. Found Stewart under the post. It's Raiders to 5, trailing the Rovers 8, but Raiders centre to come.
Already gone halfway in this first quarter, thanks to NZ Albury. St John really held up. Space opening up to Donlan, who connects with post. So a quick goal for the Raiders, takes them to 6, trailing the Rovers 8 on the Blackhawks Lavington scoreboard. Oh, lovely footwork from Pasquale. Oh, but Mooney gets hand to ball.
One game already played today, Ree, and that's the game between Myrtleford and North Albury. They had an earlier start, and it was the Hoppers 57 over Myrtleford 45. So it probably went the way we expected, but Myrtleford obviously in that game as well.
This is nice to see. Coming off their win last week against Corowa as well. Finishing their season off positively. As we, on the socials this week, or late last week, saw that there'll be a change in coaching for A grade with next season, with Liv Laspina electing to step down after 4 years. As Donlan connects to post, we've got a 1-goal ball game. All I thought when I read it was, gosh, 4 years goes really quickly.
It does go quick, doesn't it? And Liv expecting her second child, so she will have her hands full with little people, as we see a great pass from Stewart to Donlan there, and she makes no mistake. Back to even Stevens, 8 goals apiece. Yeah, and I have no doubt Liv will still be very heavily involved in their netball program. She's got a real passion for the juniors and for developing a coaching, being mentored this year by Dylan Nexip, who is the new Swifts coach. So, not a bad mentor to have.
I was going to say, not a bad mentor to have. And ball Raiders just finding a little bit of space now in that attack end. But Donlan can't get that one to drop. Can Rovers capitalise here? Long ball to Beck.
Yeah, Crowsham did well to pull that in. And Palmer just had her feet a little bit still there, but able to get the ball still, and it's Beck Crowsham. Oh, great drive to top. Looked like she was going to get the sneaky bounce through to Sister Sammy, but Mooney was across it. However, it's
foot got in the way.
Footwork, I think.
Oh, clever little pop over the top there. Shooter to shooter. And pops in for Pasquale. 9 goals to 8 on the Blackhawks Lavington scoreboard into the last 5 minutes of this first quarter.
Donlan, stronghold, plenty of space in front of her. Opts not to go for the shot. Stewart ends up with the ball and she sinks it. 9 goals apiece.
Just a bit of confusion there, but defenders of the Raiders making that so.
Rovers just sitting off and trying to take the space, but the big outlet ball finds, Stewart home in the circle. She's not able to sink it, so Rovers with another opportunity through Braithwaite.
Beautiful rebound. 2 hands straight up. Plucked it out of the air.
Oh, the footwork of Crowsham. Balance. Oh, and the feed around the circle, and St John just snuck through ball side and able to take that in that front position.
Oh, Palmer got a hand involved again.
Rovers certainly moving the ball well and moving it quickly.
Raiders, for the first time in this game, taking the lead 10 goals to 9. There's a pass to come. And Donlan, that time on the move.
Sammy Crowsham doing a lot of work in the transition. And just that real short, sharp punching through. It'd be hard and exhausting to match up on that all day.
My feet are burning.
Yeah, as we see Pasquale with a strong rebound. And again, great hands in the air. And it sinks it on the 3rd attempt. Rovers 10, trailing the Raiders 11.
We're into the final 2 minutes of this first quarter.
Good chase from St John, but not able to keep it in. So it will be Rovers through Braithwaite on the sideline. Deep in Raiders territory, just clears the hands of St John. Long outlet ball from McCarthy. And again, Rovers have had a very smooth transition to goal.
Oh. Footwork there, just a drag of the back foot. That ball for the Raiders, kind of uncharacteristically having to go cross-court every time they're getting close to the 3rd line. Something maybe Coach Minalam for the Rovers might pick up. Just something that they could put a little bit more pressure on.
Yeah, both sides are utilising some long passes so far in this game. As you see McCarthy to Crowsham, bounce pass across court and a nice swing into Pasquale. Clean play, didn't drop, and it's Mooney able to get herself into that front position. Mooney all the way across the other side of the court. Need to come and reset that.
Lara Judd covering Shayla House really well then, just ran shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah, and House saying yes, just give it.
Oh, good contest in the air. Donlan.
Oh, and Stewart caught napping.
Oh.
Ball out. House tried to keep it in, but couldn't do so. So it'll be Rovers with a late opportunity. in this quarter. They'd love to go into quarter time. Only 1 goal down, I'd imagine.
Oh, and again, we talked about big pass. That was a chest mark from Sammy Crelcham.
Oh, and it's
got a touch.
Cameron Ryland all over it.
Few seconds to go. Can the Raiders get it down to the other end? No, they cannot. We go into quarter time, 12 goals to 10, the home team with the advantage. This is O&M Live Netball, and on O&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
SS&A, this is your place.
All right. I love you. Have a good shift.
The all-new Nissan Navara, built for the grid shift.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GoTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GoTAFE today.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
Explore where your new home begins. Discover our designs. Discover local land. Discover what's possible. Visit Sundancer Homes' new sales centre and showroom at 482 Kiowa Street, Albury.
I reckon I'll go mid. Carlton Dry 3.5. Embrace the mid.
This goes out to all the athletes, the fitness buffs, and the huff and puffs. On your marks, get set. Find your perfect fit at the athlete's foot.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GoTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GoTAFE today.
Welcome back to O&M Netball, coming to you from Beerley Park, where the Raiders 12 leading the Rovers 10, and the Rovers really starting that first quarter with some gusto.
They did, and they came off at quarter time really happy with where they were at. You know, I'm not sure whether I'm sure they would have loved to have thought they'd be within 2, and they potentially could have been within 1. So really happy with that start. They showed great intensity, moved the ball really well. Some really nice transitions, finding space. The work of Sammy Crelsham, as always, second to none. So, you know, the challenge for them will be now, starting again, let's go for another 15 and see if we can reduce that margin.
As the second quarter is underway, the Raiders with the centre pass to start the second quarter. On court, Annie Miller has entered the court for the Rovers at wing attack. Otherwise, the court remains unchanged, which I think is probably reflective of that first quarter. And Donlan gets us underway, taking the Raiders to 13.
Doing a breaking call there, so.
Oh, beautiful drive from Blaney House.
Dolan straight up the middle. Oh, and looks to go over the top to Stewart, but
Space is a little bit confused.
Palmer trying to get through to Raiders shooters blocking her path. Hands of Donnellan applying great pressure there, forcing the held ball. So Raiders do the work to get it back in their attack end.
Oh, well done from Palmer.
Yeah, it wasn't enough on that, and she just managed to tip it into the hands of Stewart. So it goes back the way of the Rovers. Oh, dangerous cross ball to McCarthy, who was on the outside of a player. So probably lucky to get away with that, Rovers. With Braithwaite with the ball, and Stewart. And we know she's dangerous defensively, and that was a really athletic take.
And unfortunately, I think Judd led just half a beat too early, and it put the timing out for the next drive.
Yeah.
And the Raiders have now capitalised on the scoreboard. The score reading 14 goals to 10 on the Avis Albury Wangaratta scoreboard.
And Palmer again doing a great job of shutting down that second phase drive from Stewart.
Oh, the space.
Oh, and home alone was Pasquale, but Mooney saw it, and I'm not sure many other players would have got back and got in the air to get that, but she did a magnificent job. We had a great view from this end.
It'll be in the highlights reel, that's for sure. Stewart at full stretch. Judd again getting a hand in the way.
Yeah, just coming around that outside arm, so really making the contest hard.
The Raiders go to 15. Leading the Rovers 10.
Well held by McCarthy. She saw Miller was covered on the first drive, waited, and Miller able to work herself back for the second, and a great feed to Pasquale, who finished off. So nice connection between the Rovers attackers there.
3 minutes gone in this second quarter on the NZ Albury time clock. House to house.
Stewart was going to go out, opted to go back to post, and made no mistake. 15 plays 9. 16 plays 11. We've got a discrepancy between us and the scoreboard. Scoreboard just catching up now, I think, as we see Mooney strong on the rebound there. Raiders will look to go through the court again.
Oh, and a clever feed again into Donlan.
Oh, and
Braithwaite had it
just mistimed the jump, didn't she? She was in the right spot. And miscommunication there, so untouched.
St John, as soon as she released it, realised
hands to her head.
There was no one, no one there. The Rovers, great opportunity and great position on the court to capitalise on a turnover.
McCarthy really balanced, able to sit and wait, and threaded the needle. Found Pasquale through hands everywhere, and she just finished off beautifully, and it deserved that too. 16 plays 12.
4.5 minutes gone. Mooney again offline, coming through, finding the body of Krelcham and the ball.
Oh, and the sun must be right in their eyes down that end when they're facing the football oval as well. Pasquale not able to sink it, and Mackenzie House at the bottom of that.
Palmer really making Stewart work. But she finds Donlan. Shot Stewart. The Raiders out to 17, leading the Rovers 12 on the Avis Albury Wangaratta scoreboard. And Donlan takes them to 18.
I mentioned the earlier game. Another great game happening today is Yarrawonga and Wodonga, and it's Yarrawonga 18 leading the Bulldogs 17. So game on.
And we
over in Yarra.
That we were split on that one this week.
Yeah, Wodonga will be up and about after their win.
Beautiful shot again from Sammy Crotcham. Takes the Rovers to 13.
And Yarra sitting a game clear on top now of the ladder with Raiders and Wodonga a game behind. So if Wodonga are able to get up over Yarrawonga today and Raiders have the win here, there's going to be 3 teams on even points at the top of that ladder. That is just almost unheard of in recent seasons. So really exciting for the league that is the state of play.
And looking at the score percentage, it would be Raiders that would go to top their percentage.
Yeah, they're
currently
quite superior,
146. Yarra's 126 and Wodonga 118.
And then there's that battle between North Albury, Wangaratta and Lavington for 4th and 5th. North have obviously tied up the win today. Wang are in a commanding position over Corowa and Lavington likewise. So at this stage, there might not be a change to the order of play there.
Raiders moving the ball around.
Great contest from Palmer, and likewise the chase. Not able to keep it in. Gee, she gave it everything though. And unlucky there from Braithwaite. It just went behind Donlan slightly. She really had to work to pull that in.
And gosh, Sam Braithwaite has improved so much over just the course of this season.
Yeah, beautiful release from Stewart. 1 second to Donlan finish off. So a quick transition there from the Raiders. Takes them to 22-21.
It's 21-13.
Mooney thought about it and smart. Sammy Crowsham, she recognised that 2 defenders were out hunting her and Pasquale was home alone. So it'll be Pasquale with the penalty. Makes no mistake. Rovers to 14, trailing the Raiders 21. Oh, and again, Judd. Strong hands over, disrupted the ball.
Another player that's improved remarkably over the course of the season.
Well, she's got such great height, and I think, you know, she can get a really consistent 3, stay straight up and pressure that ball. She's going to create turnovers.
Rovers will be disappointed to have not really utilised that turnover, throwing the ball deep into the hands of Eliza Mooney.
Yeah, and Mooney, we're just seeing her really starting to go on the hunt and get moving fairly well now. So they're going to have to keep it low.
The score's 23-14. 9 minutes gone in the second quarter.
Just bib malfunction. So umpire Michelle just stopping the play and allowing the players to get dressed appropriately. As you see, Sammy Crowsham with a beautiful shot. She takes the Rovers to 15, trailing the Raiders 23.
And Miller and Crowsham, that wing attack position, just rotating as the ball is in the Raiders' attack end, which Taylor Donlan sinks to take them to 24. It's either 24-15 or 23-15, that scoreboard. It's malfunctioning just a little bit. Oh,
Lovely goal as we see McCarthy go to the interchange.
well-earned little
for a
breather.
rest. Yeah, but Crosham's gone to wing attack and Annie Miller back into centre.
Just a little bit too much space given to Donlan, and she connects to post. We're a 9-goal ball game, 25-16. 10.5 minutes gone in this second quarter, thanks to Blacklock's Lavington. Avis, Albury, Wangaratta.
Great patience here from the Rovers, just waiting, working it round. The feeders working overtime, and eventually Pasquale opens up and makes no mistake. So Rovers go to 17, trailing the Raiders 25. St John with the centre pass finds Shayla House. Long pocket ball to Stewart. And smart from Stewart, the look away.
And a nice finish from Donlan. Lovely drive from Pasquale. Oh, right idea from Miller.
Yeah, I think she saw the space there, and Crelsham was on the move. Nice give and go from Blaney House.
Oh, St John on the lead.
And good job by Donlan recognising she had to pop. She had to give St John a very quick option. And the big ball from House. Donlan, she had the hold on. She had the space. Donlan just didn't read that ball coming in. She was a bit delayed in her reaction.
The work from the Raiders there defensively.
Oh, and likewise Palmer.
They really shut down every option Rovers had for the throw-in. Lovely weighted pass to the outstretched hands of Donlan. Oh, Pasquale.
And change coming for the Raiders. Briley Carkeek rolling into the goal shooter position, replacing Taylor Donlan.
And is that Zali Fryer at the other end, Tam?
Yeah, Zali Fryer is the wing defence bib on. So she's replaced Blaney House. So.
Sorry, in goalkeeper. So that must, is that Lucy?
Oh, sorry, and Lucy Tinkler has rolled on in back
Sorry.
plate. Yes, in goalkeeper. Yep, so all the young brigade have come on. All members of the Ovens and Murray 17 squad, interleague team.
And Carkeek takes the Raiders to 29, leaving the Rovers 18. Oh.
Great challenge for Zali, coming up against Beck Crelsham, who is incredibly crafty. As we see Sammy take out her teammate, but no damage done.
Pasquale connecting with post. 29-19. Just over a minute remains in this first half.
Patience from the Raiders found Stewart, so they now go to 30. Oh, and House contesting that ball in the air, and it'll be a throw in the way of the Rovers. Sammy Crelsham just not able to get ball side in that contest.
And on the last probably beat of that ball,
Yeah.
Miller found Crelsham.
And Tinkler came down with the rebound. I'm not sure how Tinkler and Mooney line up against each other height-wise, but I wouldn't imagine there'd be much in it. So it's a like-for-like change in terms of arms and legs. As we see Stewart finish off for the Raiders. They go to 31, leading the Rovers 19. Rovers centre to come. Raiders centre to come, and there goes the buzzer for half-time.
The score is 31-19. It's half-time. This is O&M Live Netball, and at O&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
It's S&A. This is your place.
All right. I love you. Have a good shift.
The all-new Nissan Navara, built for the grid shift.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GoTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GoTAFE today.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
Explore where your new home begins. Discover our designs. Discover local land. Discover what's possible. Visit Sundancer Homes' new sales centre and showroom at 482 Kiowa Street, Albury.
I reckon I'll go mid. Carlton Dry 3.5. Embrace the mid.
This goes out to all the athletes, the fitness buffs, and the huff and puffs. On your marks, get set. Find your perfect fit at the athlete's foot.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GoTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GoTAFE today.
Welcome back to O&M Live Netball, where it is halftime at Beerley Park. The Raiders really turning it on in that second quarter, taking it out to a 12-goal lead, 31-19. The Rovers still really competitive, just not able to capitalise on any turnovers that time, Tam.
No, that's right. And I think we just started to see the Raiders defenders insert themselves into the game, and like I said, Mooney was going hunting, and any ball that was high and in the air, they were really hunting down. So Rovers, I'm sure, will be looking at that and working on trying to keep it low and minimise the opportunities for the Raiders defenders to do that.
And I think for Coach Minalam, she'd be hoping that the Rovers can just really not let this lead push out too much further and to really stay. She's spoken off air about that they've been able to stay with teams for a quarter or 2 quarters or 3 quarters, and just wanting to do that and really get around and keep pushing. And I think we saw lots of changes towards the back end of that second half from the Raiders, and I think they'll be utilising that and getting those players some legs on court, knowing that finals is not far away.
Yeah, that's right. And look, it's reasonably warm today, so it's probably a good lead up for finals. But, you know, both sides pretty fit young players, and nice to see that they are using the interchange and getting some minutes into these young players, I think, as well.
And he did mention that Eliza Mooney and Lucy Tinkler are very similar. They were just absolutely bullying each other. Look at this defensive line.
And Sally Fryer, who normally plays a circle defence as well. So Sammy and Beck, you'd just be looking for almost dribbling it on the ground, try and keep it well out of the reach. As we see, Jaz Burke has come into the centre for the Raiders. House in that wing attack position, and Karkeek remains in goal shooter. Oh, just dribbled in. For the Rovers, it's McCarthy come back into the centre position. Oh, and the hands of Mooney deflected it to Tingle, who deflected it out. So Rovers will maintain possession. And smart roll and use of the body there by Sammy Krelsham to work into the front space. And she sinks a beautiful goal. The hold and drops probably aren't going to be on in this quarter, I don't think so.
No, not unless they are pinpoint timing and pass.
And lots of space.
Yep, and I think for Rovers from here on in, if they can win each of their centre passes and just maybe turn over a couple of the Raiders, that would be a really positive way through as Karkeek drops another goal for the Raiders. It's 33-20 on the JJ's Waste and Recycling scoreboard.
Well, I think what it does, Ree, is it allows, Rovers attackers now go, okay, we've got a different defensive-looking lineup. We've got all tools. How do we play that? And it's about them then using this opportunity to be creative and change up how they're playing to match the defenders. And that's part of the learning experience. So we just see Pasquale called for contact while teammate was taking the shot. So unlucky for them. Ball reversed. Fryer with a great drive through the mid-court to House, and Mooney helping out down the court as well.
And the connection shooter to shooter connects to post. 34-20. 2 minutes already gone in this third quarter.
Strong take from Karkeek. She's leading the hot shots in the 7 and under, sitting on 93%, if you don't mind. So,
nice ball movement. Oh, and the long reach of Mooney. Can't quite cleanly take ball. A lovely feed from Holly McCarthy for Pasquale to sink. 35 plays 21.
And Lily Lister is sitting second on the hot shot. So Briley Karkeek this morning in there again would have been a bit of a shootout. 45 from 48 for her, while for Lily Lister, 30 from 33. So some incredible young shooters coming through these earlier grades, as we see Stewart strong on the rebound.
Very strong. And Tam, I think over the last few seasons, the percentage across all grades just keeps rising.
It absolutely does, yeah. Look, I remember didn't seem like that long ago that, 80 was a really, it was a high margin, or high percentage. Most probably stayed in that 70s. But yeah, it's you need to be up around the mid to high 80s now, I think. Oh, great work from Pasquale with the quick give and go, using the circle edge and creating some space. Finishes beautifully. Rovers go to 22, trailing the Raiders 36.
And I think Annie Miller did a great job, but I think that drive and the give and go capacity of McCarthy was really missed in the last few minutes of that second quarter. But as we said, a bit warmer, just maybe a rest, reset, ready to go again. Full stretch for Sammy Krelsham.
Oh. And there's the hands, just interfering the pass, coming down the way of the Raiders, and quickly through the mid-court. Mooney sends it to Burke. Great chase from Burke to keep that in play. Burke and Mooney, teammates at Bendigo, strikers VNL.
Not many weeks left in the VNL either.
No, all but done, I think. Yes.
Crazy.
Grand final this week?
This week coming, yeah. Yep.
So. And been a week of mourning in terms of the Diamonds result. Speak about that too much, but yeah, certainly a bit of a shock to the system, not seeing the Diamonds go through the gold medal match, but gee, they bounced back well to win the bronze. And I guess it just highlights, as many have said, the strength of international netball as we see Pasquale take the Rovers to 23.
And, you know, when you look at the percentage of athletes from Jamaica and New Zealand that were contesting the Suncorp Super Netball, shows that why it's the #1 league in the world, and the other leagues are having to really play catch up, but they're strengthening as well.
But I love that you can, you know, watch these other teams play and know the players. I think that's a real benefit of them playing in our league. You get to know who they are, and it just, creates more interest, I think, as we see Mooney with a great take. Shayla House really using her head there. Unorthodox, but it worked. And Burke with the quick 1-2 between her and Stewart. And Stewart finishes off beautifully.
That Raiders can do end-to-end. 38 plays 23 on the JJ's Waste and Recycling scoreboard.
Bet Crowsham. Great take from McCarthy on circle edge. And just patiently waiting, and it's Crowsham who sneaks through and then finds Pasquale under the post.
No, and what celebrity are we going to manifest to come and visit us at the Ovens and Murray like they had Sam from Outlander?
And the Royals were in the crowd for the semi-final as well. Wasn't that great entertainment, the Diamonds in their pursuit to find Sam, and then when he finally turned up, great viewing. And I love on the socials watching all the players who are now enjoying a European summer, but seeing players from different Suncorp clubs holidaying together, and then it's some of the internationals. So Karen Berger off with Liz Watson, obviously teammates at Lightning, and they'll come up against each other in the Constellation Cup in a couple of months' time. But I guess that's the beauty of sport, isn't it? The connections and relationships that these players get to make.
As Karki makes connection with Post, 40-25 in the third quarter, nearly half the time gone. Ball was lucky to reach Sophia Pasquale.
Jazz Burke just talking that through with Tinkler as Raiders go back to the centre. Rovers girls have been out for a warm-up. We might see some changes come through.
Oh, Braithwaite, well pulled in there, juggling one-handed.
Great outlet ball from Palmer to Sammy Crowsham down the court. And again, McCarthy just strong on that drive, taking centre channel, giving herself all the options. Oh, and Pasquale, great footwork. Looked like she was going to drive front. Oh, snuck in behind, but not able to finish it off. And we just got umpire's time down the other end, blood on Emily Stewart. So she has to come off the court. Donlan into goal shooter, replacing Karki. Blaney House goes to centre, replacing Jazz Burke. They've really rolled the dice here. Maggie St John is in wing attack. Shayla House in goal attack. Jazz Burke's come to wing defence with the magnets in the air.
It's a dramatic way for it to happen.
Yeah, well, and one blood rule, and look what happens.
Well, Lily Lister's come on into goal shooter for the Rovers.
Yeah, great to see her out there too. Like I said, had a busy morning in the 17s, putting up plenty of goals as we see Donlan finish off for the Raiders. They go to 41, leading the Rovers 26. Her and Luce Tinkler would be very familiar with each other.
Oh,
strong drive. McCarthy. You would just have to have your wits about you if you are a feeder for the Rovers, because the speed at which Sammy Crowsham double plays that ball.
And as a defender, it's really hard to defend. Donlan, another one to the tally, 42, plays 27.
And McCarthy coming right to, great release, finds Lister. And she will get the penalty shot. And makes no mistake, 28 plays 42.
Just over 5 minutes on the NZ Albury time clock remaining in this third quarter.
And Mackenzie House rolling into the goalkeeper position, replacing Lucy Tinkler.
Good use of the line there from Beck Crelchum in wing attack. Using.
Yeah, in the hands of
there,
Jazz Burke there, you know, really made that hard for McCarthy to sight her player down court. As we see Rovers with the turnover back. And Judd says, I'll just take it, I'm here.
Oh, Lister just getting tangled feet there.
An enthusiastic Rovers supporter on the sideline. Some great commentary coming from him. I have a feeling he may be related to Lily Lister. She has a twin brother. Could be him.
43-29 is the score. Nice opening, both shooters available there. And a nice rebound from Sam Braithwaite.
And Rovers here keeping it short and sharp. And Sammy Crelchum. Incredible ability to keep that in. Found teammate in Lister. She takes the Rovers to 30, trailing the Raiders 43.
Into the final 3 minutes of this third quarter. Oh, Lister launches it. Lainey Draper on into wing defence. As the Rovers bring it back to 12. 43 plays 31. The deficit was 12 at halftime. And again, contesting hard. Ball falling for Donlan and falling into post. Oh, beautiful feed. Just that height mismatch, and Lister finishes it off beautifully. 44 plays 32.
Just placed where it needed to be. House to Donlan, and she finishes off.
45 plays 32. Again, just pinpoint accuracy. And to post. Very close to the 3 seconds on the line there. Raiders, but within 2 passes now into their circle. Donlan drops another one. A minute left here to play on the NZ Albury time clock.
And Lister really trying to sneak through, and House just covering the baseline there, not giving it any room. But it doesn't matter because Sammy Crelchum has a ball in hand. Makes no mistake.
46 plays 34. Whew.
And across the
ditch.
The ditch, if you like.
Oh,
across
Palmer.
the region as we see Palmer with a beautiful long ball. Finds Lister. But equally impressive was the work of Jazz Burke to read that and intercept it. Gee, that was a long ball. That came from right down the far transverse line to Lister in the goal circle. Crowd liked it as well. Down the road, down the other end of the competition, it is Wodonga 41 leading Yarrawonga 28. So
probably a quarter to go there, and it is time here. Three-quarter time, the score is 47-34. We will be back after the break for the last quarter. This is O&M Live Netball, and on O&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
SS&A, this is your place.
All right. I love you. Have a good shift.
The all-new Nissan Navara, built for the grid shift.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GoTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GoTAFE today.
The Ovens and Murray Football League is proudly sponsored by Opal. Thinking packaging? Discover Opal.
Explore where your new home begins. Discover our designs. Discover local land. Discover what's possible. Visit Sundancer Homes' new sales centre and showroom at 482 Kiowa Street, Albury.
I reckon I'll go mid. Carlton Dry 3.5. Embrace the mid.
This goes out to all the athletes, the fitness buffs, and the huff and puffs. On your marks, get set. Find your perfect fit at the athlete's foot.
What's your future look like? Where do you want to be? Whatever it looks like, with GoTAFE, you've got this. Get real skills for real jobs and careers right now. Search GoTAFE today.
Welcome back to O&M Live Netball. We are into the fourth quarter. I think Raiders will be pleased to have kept the margin as it is, but I think Coach Minalam will be really proud that the Rovers didn't let it get out too much further in front during that third quarter.
Yeah, and I think, look, when they've got the ball in hand, they're moving it well. You know, they're playing smart. They're attacking in defence and they're getting turnover ball. So, you know, there's a lot that they're doing well and doing right. And I'm sure they'll be setting themselves a little goal for this quarter as well.
And I think Lily Lister's done a great job. I think just brings that little extra, slightly extra height into that ring. just change up, I guess, too, of the movement from Pasquale, who herself was moving beautifully in there.
Yeah, so pretty even last quarter, 16-15 the way the Raiders. So as you said, Rovers certainly staying in touch to see Dolan finish off for the Raiders.
I believe the score is 48-35 on the Border Bandag scoreboard. Oh, McCarthy just had the physical edge there over St John, which that's been, oh, and we see another little falcon in the middle of the court.
Been a couple of those today.
Oh, opportunity gone over the baseline. Oh,
hands of Lister in the way, but fell the way of the Raiders. Burke.
Oh, Miller.
And again, hands in the way.
Lovely shot there from Donlan. Nice goal from Shayla House. Takes the Raiders to 50, leading 35.
McCarthy looking for someone, goes deep in the pocket to Miller. They just swing it back again. Such is the work of the defensive efforts of Raiders, but it's Sammy Krolsham who ends up with the shot on goal.
And the rebound.
The rebound. As we see Lainey Draper roll on for the Rovers into that wing defence position.
50 plays, 36 on the Border Bandag scoreboard. 2.5 minutes gone on the NZ Albury time clock. Oh, getting a hand to ball, Draper.
Yeah, she's super quick across the court. Closing speed is dangerous. Oh, and a great take from Donelan. 2 defenders contesting that. Strong hands pulled it in and finished it off. Rovers 36, trailing the Raiders 51.
So Rovers play Yarrawonga next week, but they finish off with Myrtleford. So they've already beaten Myrtleford once this season, so very much a winnable game. And you think if they can contest really well against Yarrawonga next week, the positives that they can take out of this season, and they've got such a young list, if they can keep all of those players together, the next few years could be really damaging.
Absolutely, and I've got a feeling that they took it up to Yarra in the first game as well, the first time they played, so.
Oh, just nice setup from Draper.
Yeah, just a footwork call there, so we'll go back the way of the Raiders. House to take it.
St John, hard to select a player of the day, Tam. Everyone's kind of been really consistent out on court. Donlan. Oh, and Palmer is going to have to hightail it.
And she did hightail it. She sprinted, and I'd love to see that as a coach, a player entering the court with that level of intensity. She knew she had to get back there, and she did. So Palmer into goalkeeper.
53. The Raiders leading 36.
Quick release. Yeah, from Krolsham. Great drive from Burke and the Raiders. It's finding a bit more space now.
House to Donlan. And connects to post. Whereas the Raiders, Tam, to finish, they have Albury next week. Obviously a very winnable game, and then Lavington. So depending on next week, I think North and Magpies could be one of the matches of the round.
Well, they'll certainly, there'll be no change in ladder positions depending on what's happening with Wang and Coral. We can't get a score on that, but if Wang go and win that, 4, 5 and 6 will stay the same for another week, and so it will be fourth taking on 5th, and then we will be covering Lavington v Corowa, which is a big danger game for Lavington. If they go down in that game, then that will be season goodbye for them, you would assume, given that they take on Raiders in the last round. So we will be streaming the Wodonga game round 18, which again will be an absolute ripper. And depending on what happens next week, you know, will that be a game that Wang will need to win? Who knows? Will it be a game that Wodonga are looking to try and get top spot for?
Yeah,
so
plenty to play for.
Lots to play for. Very exciting. I'm not sure there's any outright favourite at this stage.
No, given
Keep your weekends free in September, people. That's all I can say.
Given the margin between Yarra and Bulldogs at the moment. As Lister brings it to 20 goals, the margin. 57 plays 37.
Yes, and it is Wodonga with a 10-goal lead over there, 35. It plays at 45.
Draper. Oh. And the ball went to the Raiders, but the contact call had already been. Oh, sister to sister.
Yeah, great ball movement.
Yeah, beautiful. And a nice finish on post.
Good strength from Crowsham. Took the ball in front, quickly gave it off.
That has been a beautiful matchup all day, House.
Yeah, it has.
And Sammy Crowsham. They certainly will know they've played. Oh, McCarthy. Oh, sorry, Judd.
Tipped to it, but just fell the way of Stewart. And she found Donnellan sitting under the post. So Rovers 38, trailing the Raiders 58 now. So it's gone out to 20.
Laney Draper. Lovely closing space there.
Great strength and aerial ability from McCarthy there. She saw it early and had plenty of space to drop into. Bet Crowsham forced to go sideways. Oh, just a bit of a wild pass came off the hands of Lister, rebounded off the Raiders defender back into the hands of Lister. So we've had a few interesting possessions today. And look, you know, you take whatever avenue you can to goal.
Absolutely. Oh, nice rebound from Lister.
Commentator on the sidelines, roving Mike. Rovers supporter. He's certainly bringing the vibes.
And Tam, we might have to start. Bobby Jackson's got the quiz going during the footy broadcast. Been some great hit-outs between the commentary team there. Might have to bring in a riddle or something for the final series.
Tell him to send one through. I love a good riddle, as we see St John and House work the ball to circle edge. Donnellan with a strong chase. And St John just yelling at a teammate to turn around so she could receive the ball. Stewart...
not really realising that the ball was directly
well,
behind
she's
her.
trying to set up for Donnellan, I think, without realising that she was open behind her. Anyway, good communication from the teammates to let her know she was required.
And smooth, slick play from the Raiders. They go to 60 on the Border Bandag scoreboard.
Pasquale's come into that goal attack position for the Rovers, and Burke with a great chase, kept it in and also able to find a teammate. Incredibly athletic, Jazz Burke. And Donnellan again, 2-on-1 in the contest, but
strong,
able to pull it in.
9.5 minutes on the NZ Albury time clock.
I think what we've seen from Donnellan today is a mix-up in terms of where she's setting up and positioning herself. She's changing it up so it's to not become predictable.
Which, coming into finals, being able to change up that play will be so important. I think that's the luxury that the Raiders have at the moment, that they can put any of those three main shooters in there, and there's a lot of versatility. But then Briley Carkeek can come on really strong as more of that holding shooter as well.
Yeah, and certainly looks unfazed when she does, as we see Stewart just pop that one sweetly into the air, and Donnellan able to finish off. 63 plays 39. We've got about 4 or 3 minutes to play here on the NZ Albury time clock.
Donlett again, taking them 64. McCarthy forced to go back. Stewart strong in the air, but it was the Rovers' hands with the possession.
So Shayla House back to wing attack. Blaney House to the interchange.
Rovers move to 40.
Oh, well read. Safe Pasquale, straight to her.
With a little bit of a footwork call.
Well, they got excited. Probably wasn't expecting that to land the way it did. Straight into her hands, as we see House put it straight into the hands of Stewart, and she finishes off for the Raiders.
The damage that Stewart does when she just turns and shoots, like, it's so sweet coming off her hand. Oh, quick ball movement.
Oh, Mooney.
Oh,
got it down. No one could mop that up, and it went the way of the Rovers.
24 is the lead. 65 plays 41. Lovely play triangle.
And again, the change up there from Donnellan, moving into that front position.
Strong take from Beck Croucham. Oh, the space opening up in that circle. Strong rebound from Mooney. Contest from Palmer, but just the wrong arm.
Donnellan finishes off 67, plays 41. For the 6-7 fans out there, it's the magic number.
Oh, trying to tell my nearly 7-year-old, he's 6'7", that
it's having
it's
a moment.
not a thing anymore. And he tells me it is, particularly when he's 8 days away from turning 7.
Yeah, I don't know. I was at NetSet Go last night, and the 7-year-olds loved it when we called out 6 and 7. So,
oh, Pasquale was at full stretch there. Oh, long drive there, St John. She's been super steady.
oh, Shayla House had it and left it behind. And Rovers on the end of it, but Mackenzie House, the lovely intercept down the court.
Oh, and again, everyone just wants
a piece of the action, don't they?
Two-handed, which is even better.
So at dying stages of this game.
And House again. House to House.
So it is going to be a logjam at the top, looking like Wodonga have got the win over Yarrawonga by 10 goals. Without knowing the details, I'd imagine it will be Raiders that will go to the top. They did have the high percentage. Yarrawonga to second, and Wodonga still in that third position, but equal on points. So, wow, we're set for a good last couple of rounds.
And how fabulous. I mean, when we talk about finals, Bulldogs haven't contested finals for a number of seasons in A grade. However, a lot of those young girls have played a lot of 17s and 15s finals campaigns.
Heaps, absolutely. And that will hold them in really good stead. And, you know, being the underdogs.
Oh, a look away pass again.
Pardon the pun, but being the underdogs, you know, there's no pressure on them, is there? The pressure's on, probably more so on the two teams ahead of them.
70 are the Raiders, and full time is called. The Rovers 41. Great game here from both. As we let the players shake hands. We'll get our Revel player of the day. Oh, hard to pick, Tam, a scoreline like that, consistency, and lots of changes on court too. There wasn't anyone that really
and I think
played the full 60 minutes either.
Different players had their moments. There's sort of times where, one or two players sort of dominated, and then someone else sort of stepped up. And I guess that's the strength of a team like Raiders, is that it's not relying on one or two. There's a full 7, 8, 9, 10, however many are there on the day that can step up and do what they need to do.
Yeah, and Jodie House will be proud of the way they've turned it around since
absolutely.
last week.
Yeah.
Blaney House. Yeah, pop that one on. Oh, hold on. We'll untwist you so I don't choke you. There you go. And you hold on to that one. Congratulations, you're our player of the day. That was a really well executed win. The Rovers girls put it to you the first quarter, and then you guys kicked away.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we always know against Rovers that it's going to be a solid 4-quarter game, and that we're learning that we can't win it in half, and we had to build over 4 quarters. And credit to the Rovers girls, they put up a really good fight, and we had to stick to our game plan, and worked out in the end.
Off the back of last week, how much did you, obviously you're not dwelling on that because that's done and dusted, but did you have some things that you took out of that game that you then worked on during the week in preparation for Rovers? Both being young sides.
Yeah, absolutely. I think each game we have a look at what we can do better, and we've certainly had a look at that at training and some parts where we probably fell down, and I certainly think we went out there today and showed that, last week's in the past and we'll keep moving forward.
Yeah,
absolutely, and lots of changes swung out on court, and we were just saying as well that a scoreline like that's reflective of a full 7, but your whole bench as well. Nice to show some versatility, but also leading into finals, just if changes need to be swung, that they can be.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we, over the few years that we've been playing finals, that's where we've developed in knowing that we can pull from our bench, and certainly starts to feel as it gets warmer, it's nice being able to come off, have that little bit of a rest, and come back out and go again.
And utilise some up-and-coming youngsters too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those players took the court today and didn't look out of place at all, did they?
No, not at all. They've been fortunate enough that we've trained with the 17s the last few weeks, so they're no stranger to how we are training and playing, and they certainly showed that today, that they can just slip in seamlessly.
Awesome. Well, Blaney, good luck. 2 rounds to go, and then finals, and we were saying that you'll be a 3-way tie on top of the ladder. Wodonga beat Yarrawonga today, so you'll be tied.
Nice and close.
3 on the top, which is great.
You should be at in percentage, I think, so you might have popped back to top, but it's getting tight at the top.
Tight at the top, which is a good way. But Blaney House, our Revel player of the day today. Thank you so much. Good luck for the rest of the season.
Thanks, Ree.
Perfect. Have a get a little photo. There we go.
No worries. Well done, Blaney. So, Ree, next week we're off to Lavi Corowa, where, as we said before, it will be on Lavi to win that game should they want to keep their finals hopes alive. They've had a big win today over the Albury Tigers. Not sure what's happened in the Corowa game. But needless to say, it's a danger game for Lavington.
Absolutely, and I think we've seen some really good netball from them, but probably not the consistency that they'd like, probably if they are to swindle that 5th spot as well. So we'll look to that, and I think if anyone, Coro is a team that can cause the upset. We saw them lose to Myrtleford last week, but then had won the week before pretty convincingly. So, watch this space, and I think we're in to see big things for the Rovers to come, and I think the Raiders have really stamped their foot on what they can put out on a good day. So this has been the end of round 16. Thanks, Tam.
Thanks, Ree.
I'm Rhiannon Harris. This is OMFNL Live Netball, and on OMFNL Live, you won't miss a thing.